It's me, Sweetie, and thank you for being here for another video. So today I have on my witchy best because we are going to be performing some magic. And the magic I'm referring to is taking this old, peeling, beat-up Angelic pretty purse and make it good as new. I got this little guy in the mail a couple months ago. I did do an unboxing on that mail haul, so I'll link that above for you guys. But in the video, I mentioned that this is quite beat up and I wanted to do a video on how I will repair the peeling leather and make it look nice again, so here's that video. Now, this is not me being a professional and telling you how to do this. I have never used the product that I'm going to be using today to fix this, so this is just gonna be like a first time trying it. I guess it'll be good to gauge how easy it is, because if I can do it, surely you can do it. So I'm just going to be giving it my best try, showing you guys the results, and hopefully helping you out along the way. So let's zoom in and take a better look at what we're working with here. So here is a closer look at the damage on the bag. Quite a large spot up here, some big flaking areas there, but pretty much all of it is just along the top here, along either side of the zipper. There's some more on the zipper there. There is also a bit on the handle here, as you can see. So I feel like this is going to be just a lot of like little touch-ups, but a lot of them. So the materials that we will be working with today are just these two little guys right here. First, to tack down a lot of the loose flyaway pleather pieces and also probably fill in some cracks, we have Alina's original tacky glue. I have used this for many craft projects before and it dries clear, it's easy to use, and look at how cute the bottle is, I love it. We will also be using the Angelic acrylic leather paint in the color Petal Pink. This is not an exact match to the purse, but I think it'll be just fine for our purposes. I have never used this before. I mean, it's just basically acrylic paint from what I can tell, so it should be easy enough. I hope. So for the first step in the process, I'm just going to be using these two items right here. I have the tacky glue that will dry clear, and then just like a little paintbrush. Well, not a paintbrush. Let me be clear. This is a makeup brush because I went all the way to the store to grab this, and of course I didn't buy any paintbrushes. So I'm just using this like flat, very small brush, and I'm just gonna like squeeze this on because it does have like a little squeezy top, but then I'll probably use the brush just to like flatten it out and like get it into any of the little crevices I need to. So let's just go ahead and get started with that. Wish me luck. Okay, so that took way longer than I thought it was going to. I really wanted to work the glue into all these little crevices, so even if it wasn't like completely peeling up yet, I went in with the brush and just like blotted some glue on top of it to kind of like seal it together, and then the paint will go over on top of it, hopefully just fine, but all the holes have been patched. And because I would like the glue to completely cure, which means to finish drying, I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit overnight, and I will come back tomorrow and begin to paint. But for you guys, that will be right now. So it is now the next day and all of the glue has dried overnight. I'm just touching it right now and the little like crackles in it do feel a lot smoother. So I think we are all set to move on to the final stage of this DIY, and we are going to apply the paint over the cracks. Okay, so update, this color is clearly too pink or too red for this shade of pink that the rest of the purse is. So I think what I'm going to do, or rather what I should have done, was also gotten some white to mix with this and maybe a little bit of purple to achieve this more like purpley light pink. But what I do have, my trusty nail polish, that still looks a little bit dark, but it's at least like got some more purple in it. I'm gonna try to mix this paint like with this, maybe maybe like top the paint with this nail polish and see if that works. This is obviously a super off the rails DIY, but you know what? This is what this channel is about, sharing our experiences together. So I've touched up most of the cracks that I would like to with the pink paint. However, there is the issue of this like glue stain here. It's like this crusty, nasty, dark yellow color. So I'm just going to take some tweezers here and try to scrape off what I can of this glue and then maybe paint over it with some white nail polish I have. Well guys, I just had a very interesting last hour trying to fill in the cracks in this purse with nail polish. I know I originally was going to use the Angelic leather paint, however the color was not correct at all. And honestly, I really just wanted to get this taken care of, so I custom mixed a nail polish combination of a light pink I had, and I added some white to get it to be as close to this shade as I could mix it. I just mixed it on a little palette in front of me and I dabbed it on with my tiny little makeup brush. And honestly, I much prefer the nail polish to the leather paint anyway, color aside. While the leather paint was nowhere near the correct color, I also didn't really like the consistency of it. Obviously, we're filling in cracks and like holes in the pleather on this purse, and the nail polish really has like enough body to it to both coat it in a color and kind of like fill in the gaps as well. It was a lot more tedious to custom mix the nail polish, and it also dries pretty quickly, so it was hard to work with. But honestly, I'm just gonna keep using nail polish to repair things like this. Now, there are still several spots like on the strap here that I want to touch up, but I don't want to rush it while I'm wearing Lolita. I really want to take my time and make this a quality end product that will look really good and I feel good about carrying around. So I'm going to take my time and keep working on this, but let me show you what it looks like right now with the work that I've done. So here is the state of the bag after I worked for probably an hour on it. You can see that while the cracks are definitely still there, the color that I mixed filled it in pretty good enough. This part is a little rough, I think, but honestly, from a distance, it's not really going to be noticeable, which was my goal. I did also go ahead and remove the glue that was here pretty successfully. Some schmutz there. I do want to go ahead and fill this missing pink in, and if I can find a white that's close to this, I'll touch up this area as well. So it wasn't quite the magic spell I was hoping to cast on this bag, but I think it looks good enough for my purposes. Like I said, from a distance, it's gonna look just fine, and that was my concern and my goal. So all in all, I'm going to rack this up as another successful DIY project, and nail polish is going to keep being my go-to for repairing my little Lolita items like these. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on my channel today. I hope you learned a little bit of something and maybe give my very cheap DIY process a try for fixing items like this. I'm going to go change out of this and probably sit back down and work on this some more. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!